I've been away. It's been some time. My bad. Hi and welcome back. What do I want to say? Welcome and welcome back. Hi? No. For those of you that don't know, my name is Ginette. I'm 20 years old. I dropped out of my I can't even say it. Am I ashamed? Ooh, shoulders. Let me just start over. Just give me a second. Give me a second, I'll be fine. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get it all out. Let me shake it out. I'm gonna get this one. I dropped out. I don't want to say dropped out. I left. My name is Ginette. I'm 20 years old, and if you don't know, I dropped out of my 4-year program halfway through because I hated it. And yeah, now I'm taking time off and trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. And I'm here to help those who are in the same boat or just kind of like my content. But if you're not new, welcome back. It's been a while. It's good to see you. But yes, if you're new, I talk fast, and I know this. And I talk fast, so watch this video in half speed if you need to, but that's just me and I cannot change it. I'm sorry, I've tried, and when I do, I stutter and stumble and things just don't go my way. So I love...
Do you understand this? Like, you came into this world with nothing.
Sorry, I've got this cool new setup. I know I spent like hours doing my room, and then I tore it all down and created like a little office / studio space for me, which is really, really cool. I like it. I do miss my bed and my room sometimes because I'm just like, I just loved my room. But this just makes it so much easier to film. It motivates me a lot more because I got a new camera, I got lighting, I got camera and lighting. But yeah, I feel like I have put off filming because I've been so scared to be like, I don't know what kind of content I want to put up. Like, and then when I took my break, I was like, okay, like I took a really long break, so like my comeback video has to be fire. And then I kept delaying it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to do it. Like, I'm just gonna have to film, I'm gonna have to start, because once you get started, the hardest part about doing anything for me is getting started. Once I'm into it, then I'm good, but like, getting started takes me a while, and I've learned that. Yeah, I've learned that. Oh, I love you, how I do. I need to be signed. Cue the swoosh. Okay, so what happened to me? So, if you watched my previous videos, I talked about how I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I hated everything. I was sad all the time. Yeah, so what had happened was I told you guys that I applied to 3 new schools for professional communications. I did that, and I applied to all of them, and I got into all of them, and I'm currently enrolled in none of them. I got into all of them, and my top choice was Ryerson, and then something happened. It doesn't really happen, but like, as summer was going by and we're getting closer to the dates, anytime someone would bring up school, or like I would look up the program, or I would look into the program, or like Ryerson would call me and be like, hey, aren't you excited for your first year? Even though like, whatever. I got like, I was getting really, really anxious. It was just causing a lot of stress and anxiety. And then I realized, I was like, wow, this actually isn't what I want to do. And if I do this, I'll be putting myself in the exact same situation as I was in before, leading to even more stress and confusion. Yeah. So I decided not to go. So what I ended up doing was I reapplied to Ryerson for their business management. Oh no, I'm telling the story wrong. Okay, rewind. I got into all of them. Yeah. I think it was April or June. Definitely not April. Maybe June, July? Let's say July. Yeah, in one of those months, I was reading a book. I was reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think it's a really popular book, and it kind of teaches you about like financial literacy and income and money. And after reading that book, I kind of realized it was honestly great. I love the book. I would recommend. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later in my videos, but after reading the book, it kind of helped me clear up my confusion in terms of like what I want to do. I want to be an entrepreneur. So all that, I don't know what I want to do. Done. Cool. I know what I want. Cool. Got it. So then I was in a weird position because I was like, okay, now I know what I want to do. How am I working towards that? So then I felt like the program I was in didn't reflect that. So then I was like, yeah, no, I don't want this. So I applied to Ryerson's business management program. I applied late, but they were still accepting applications. So I applied, got waitlisted, didn't get in, leaving me into this boat now where I am not in school at all. And yeah, that's what happened to me. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. Yeah, but honestly, it became really clear to me that like I didn't want to go into professional communications when I realized like I wasn't excited about it. I didn't want to go. Anytime like I would talk about it, I was like, wow, this is like scares me, because I didn't want to be in the same position that I was at in Queens, where I was in a program that I didn't like, and like I kind of just threw myself into, because like I felt like I had to choose. So that's why I switched, and now that I'm taking time off, it just helps me, like, I don't know, I feel like it's bittersweet, because it's like I like being able to like think about what's gonna make me happy and like how I can work towards that. But it's also kind of just like, what am I doing now? What is there to do when you take time off? I think the hardest part about taking time off was not actually the fact of taking time off, but like other people's like opinions / views on it. Like I don't really like talking, like I'm not ashamed of it. I'm really not. I don't care if I start school freaking in 2023 and graduate in 2028. I don't. But it's more like people are like, oh, like you're not in school? What are you doing? Or oh, like you're taking time off? Was it too hard for you? And it's like, no, I just needed time to figure out what I want so I don't run myself into a job for the next 30 years. And I think that was the hardest part about like me in math at Queens, because it was kind of just like I didn't see my future there. Like I was like, what am I gonna, I don't want to do this. Like I'm just doing this for the sake of doing this. And I feel like university does a really good job at setting a path for you when you just go, and then the path leads to either more school or just into a job. And I'm just like, this is not what I want. So when I started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, it really like opened my eyes to being like, wow, I don't want to be stuck working for someone else for 6 years only to retire with not enough money. And just even with, if I had like decent money, like I just went 60 years just not happy. So that's where the entrepreneurship really opened my eyes. Like I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for anybody else. And to this day, I still feel the same way. Yeah, so now I'm kind of just taking time just to figure out like what excites me, what's gonna get me up every day and be like, yeah, I want to do this today. Like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was just in such a position where I wasn't happy for so long. I feel like in the summer when I was working my job and like I was sweating about going to Ryerson for professional communications, I was like, wow. I was just so unhappy. And like even now, like when I got waitlisted for business management, I was still enrolled in professional communications, but I just chose not to go because it's not what I wanted. Like, I don't feel like I need to be in school just because it's what everybody else does. And things I hate hearing, things I actually hate hearing is I hate when people say, oh, but this is what everybody does, or, oh, no one does that. That's not how this works. And it's like, I just hate hearing that, because it's like, if you haven't tried it or you haven't done it or you do something a different way, good for you, but that works for you. Like I'm trying to figure out what works for me. And like I get that people have like experiences that worked for them and they're very happy and they want to push that on other people, but at the end of the day, like I want to be able to think for myself, and that's what I'm doing. I'm thinking for myself, I'm learning for myself, and I'm capable of making my own decisions. Point blank period. Yeah, but I honestly do not regret any of my decisions. I feel like I saved myself from blindly going into something that I was going to regret. And I don't feel like I wasted time, because in my first year I was traveling the world, which was great. So that was something like I already wanted to do. And in my second year, kind of just taught me that like, wow, I can't throw myself into something hoping that I'll like it eventually, even though I don't like it now. That's not how that works. But yeah, so now I am doing me, figuring it out. And I do have some stuff. There's so much more that I want to say that I can't say without getting into other things that I want to say, because I want to put it into a different video. But there's a lot more that I'm doing now that I have said that I will get into another video relating to entrepreneurship. So stay tuned for that content. And I know I will be the first to promise consistency and then flake. So I'm not going to do that. What I will do, what can I do? I'll upload. You're just going to have to believe me. I don't know. I'm going to upload. But yeah. So yes, that's really all I had to say about this. I've talked about where I was, where I'm at now, and not really where I'm going, but like that'll be in the next video. But yeah, if you support me and you support my content, please share, like, whatever, comment this video. If you want to see more, turn your post notifications on, so that way when I do upload, you'll be the first to know. But also check out my social medias, because I'll also be telling you that I'm going to be uploading probably before I upload, so that'll help too. And thank you for watching this video. Bye. I know there wasn't much to it, But I just don't want to say everything because then I gotta save it for the next content. So, in terms of my mental health, I've honestly been feeling a lot better. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel a lot better. Things that I did, I don't know, I felt like when I stopped making videos, I was plateauing. I literally stopped taking care of myself, and I literally felt like the world's crashing down, and I was like, wow, I'm going to admit to nothing in life, and it's game over from here. I was like, wow, this is it. This is it. This is what life has to offer me. I'm okay. I'm done. But yeah, I honestly, things I did to kind of just like help with that is I sought out help. Yeah. And I'm not ashamed of it because let's normalize that 2020. But yeah, I'm honestly feeling a lot better. I'm still working towards my goals, which I will talk about in the next video. But I kind of just wanted to make this video to be like, hey guys, I'm still here. I'm still going to create content because all I have now is time. So that's what I'm going to use my time to do. But yes, so please continue to support me and love me. Bye.